Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence for UJ Federation of New York, and it's a new week. Today's Monday. We have been broadcasting every morning at 9 o'clock in the morning with life and blessing, a little bit of learning, a little bit of song, and it's been a delight, really a delight, in these moments to see what kind of resonance we have with those who turn to us for community and for support. The work of UJ Federation has been nothing short of heroic, and so I've always been proud to have this role. I am extremely gratified by the different ways in which we are trying to meet this need in collaboration with many other organizations, with our partner agencies, and with just people. Lots of good people. And so I pray that you are well, that your family is well, that those you love are safe, and that we are doing everything we can, and you are doing everything you can to make sure to stay home and save lives. If there's a way that you can volunteer through any local agency, including our own, if there's a way you can tap into services, both religious services and social services, we are here. And good morning. That's really what I mean to say. Good morning. Let's begin with a blessing for learning. And, from North Carolina. Hi, Adrian. It is good to have you here. Anyone want to chime in and say hello from where you are? We'll get to know each other a little bit online. That's really a delightful thing too. So this is a blessing for learning. It begins with Baruch and it ends with La'asok b'divrei Torah. Randy from Long Island. And Arlene. Hi. Oh, I'm glad you liked my tie. I decided this morning that of all things I could do to make today feel a little bit different, just to put on a tie. And I got to tell you, it might be a small thing, but it actually made a difference in my mood. And so I took that from a story. You might have seen it in the news. There was a mother of a bride whose children got married in a pop-up ceremony instead of the big ceremony they were planning. And she decided to wear the wedding dress anyway. So she's got her dress. I've got a tie. I think she's more impressive, but I'm pretty happy to be wearing it. So here we go. David, it's good to see you too. Let's begin with a blessing for learning. Before I start with any Torah, Don, I have to respond, yes, blue shirt. I thought, hey, color today. And Mindy, I love starting the day with you too, no joke. Rebecca, I am so proud with you. There are people who are on this video, I think, who probably have not participated before, and so what we try to do is begin with a blessing for learning, and then look to Torah for a little bit of inspiration, and then wish each other a good day. And every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be doing this. And it's really very meaningful for me to be part of this emerging community. Thank you for being part of it. This week we read Tzav. It's the second Torah portion in the book of Vayikra, the book of Leviticus. And it does continue with the kind of details that a lot of us don't look toward for inspiration. The details of sacrifices, continuing the theme of at least the first part of the book. But there's one specific sacrifice that was offered that I'd like to point to, because it's, I think, what we need most today. Not the sacrifice, but the intent of the sacrifice. It's called the Korban Todah, the sacrifice of thanks, of thanksgiving. And we were called to give it in moments that surprised us with their goodness. And let's just be honest about our moment where we're reaching for inspiration from a place of constriction. This is not a moment where gratitude comes easy. Now, please God, you are healthy. The people around you are healthy. I am healthy. Thank God the people around me are healthy. But I am paying attention to the world, and I hope you are too, because we're called not to ignore it, even and especially when it hurts. We are called to respond. The counterintuitive way that we as Jews are called to respond right now is by staying home, which feels antithetical to everything that I've learned as a Jew. Be in community, be physically present for others, show up with my body. Well, the way that my body will help someone else's health is by stopping the transmission of a virus, which means I stay home. My children stay home. Our school, our shul, our community must act responsibly and are acting responsibly, and make sure that everything we can do to save the lives of the most vulnerable people in our world, we do. Nothing short of a mitzvah, and absolutely clear. There have been violations of this, and we need to call them out so that people can learn and act responsibly. What does Thanksgiving mean in this moment? So let me tell you one specific thing that will sound pretty familiar. The rabbis define the kind of moment after which we need to offer thanksgiving, right? What we in today's modern religious practice call benching gomel, when we bless God for emerging from something dangerous. What is that something dangerous in the ancient rabbinic mind? Crossing the sea, crossing a desert, recovering from illness, or being released from captivity. Now, you and I are stuck at home, but this is not captivity of the kind that the rabbis imagine. And we are not crossing the sea, and we are not crossing the desert. That's not what this moment is. But recovery from serious illness is absolutely the case. There's a person from New Rochelle, New York, who was patient zero, I think they're calling this person, who, thank God, emerged healthy. That does not erase all of the people who are not so fortunate. But that person certainly should be benching gomel, and I'm sure is, blessing God for life. And we should be blessing life, we should be blessing God for all those people whose stories we are now learning, who are recovering and whose bodies might be generating something of a response to the virus. Now, it's early to know that, but my dear friend and teacher, Rabbi Daniel Nevins, the dean of the rabbinical school at JTS, is one such person who is diagnosed with the virus and who is now being analyzed and donating platelets so that his body's strong response can be a source of life for others. Think about what that means and be grateful. I certainly am. There is so much to say about this moment, and I'm sure we are saying it all. But the way that we can get through it and the way that we can be together through it is by cultivating gratitude and togetherness. And so I was looking back at moments of my life where I felt a simpler and purer sense of gratitude. I wasn't as old. I wasn't paying as much attention to the world. So this is something I'd love to share. I haven't been doing this every morning, but when I was 19 or 20, I was sitting under a tree in Swampscott, Massachusetts, there with Pismon, the Jewish a cappella group at JTS in Columbia that I sang with for many years. And I wrote this song. And it's called Modeh Ani. It's a song almost entirely in English, but it's got the words Modeh Ani, which means I am grateful. And I don't know that there's any moment where it's wrong to try to feel this way. I think there are moments where it comes more naturally. But the blessing that I would wish you on your inside, and one that maybe we could make sure to share with people around us who aren't feeling it at this moment, probably legitimately, is to have a sense of gratitude for some things around us. Before I even start singing, think of one or two things right now that are true right now that you are grateful for, because we could each take that time and make a real list. So just take a second and think about it. Then maybe you'll sing with me. I ended up singing this, recording it with my children's preschool, so it's online somewhere. But this is called Moderni. My 19-year-old self thought this was a masterpiece. I woke up this morning with a smile on my face. Said, hey, in this world, just a wonderful place. Sunsets and sunrise, mountains and sweet shiny seas. I said, Moderni. I looked all around and some people were sad. Said, hey, don't you know that things aren't so bad? If you just take a step back, you'll see things a bit differently. You'll say Moderni, big middle part. Moderni, Moderni. I said Moderni. Some people just look for the clouds and the rain, and they wonder out loud, will the sun come again? Listen, rain can be lucky, sunshine's just waiting to be. I say Moderni. I thank God for giving me life every day. I should tell you one thing. My dad built me a sandbox when I was 4. Gotta start that verse again. I thank God for giving me life every day, 'cause this world is a sandbox and I wanna play. My soul feels like laughing, my spirit feels high, I feel free. I said Moderni, big ending, sing with me. Moderni, Moderni. I said I said I said Then, you know, when you write the song and you're 19, you keep playing the chords and someone does this. Feeling groovy. So everybody, may you have a day that feels a little bit groovier than yesterday. May we find gratitude even in this moment. May we cultivate it. May we make sure that the lessons we learn through this experience stay with us so that we never ever take for granted how close we are blessed to be with each other. And may we offer bench and gomel. May we make a blessing of gratitude when we are through this. And may those who are suffering right now feel a little bit lighter in their loads because we are there for them in every way we can be. See you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for learning and singing together today.